I know I'm going to get in trouble one of these nights.
Try not to let it happen.
Thanks to you. I said frickin'. I said frickin' on the air. I guess that's a dirty word.
It can be insinuated that way, I think.
Oh, yeah. You can. You're right. You can. Although for 3. Count it.
Bang.
Want to fix the game of basketball? Move the three-point line out about 5 or 6 feet. So here you go, guys. If you still want to shoot them. But make it so hard that they really have to, coaches aren't so sure about shooting them anymore, then go back to getting some real basketball again. Everybody thinks they're a three-point shooter. Everybody. Even the post players.
I got to shut the mics off with that. I'm going to get flagged if I don't. Hey, Brian, JV game's over. Halftime, if he can get away, Lynn's coming up. If he can, no, if.
Oh.
Okay, JV game just ended, so we're just waiting on him to clean the floor. I'm going to have my mic down for a few minutes. Okay, Brian, you can roll anytime, bub. Thank you. Hey, good evening, Red Devils and your Carterville Lions. John Homan alongside. Carterville comes into the game 8-8 over in all, but they're 2-1 in conference. Murphysboro enters the game. John Homan 11-6 on the season. They as well are 2-1. Both of these teams are setting the atop the Ohio Division.
It's an opportunity to build on the win from Tuesday night and try to extend that mark in the conference, go to 3-1 and stay in the driver's seat. And that's what is important. It's like Coach Hawkins said the other day, whether you're on a 7-game losing streak or a 7-game winning streak conference, once you get in the conference, you still need to win those games.
Absolutely. And, both of these teams, don't forget there's one more game in conference play. Carterville coming off that win.
Balanced on the scoring side of it. They scored consistently each quarter instead of having a full drought for one quarter. They were consistently scoring 14, 15 points a quarter, which is what they need to be successful. Now, the difference is that Hamilton County is not Murphysboro.
Correct.
And from a talent standpoint. So can the Lions raise their level of play to Murphysboro's level, which I think they are capable of doing?
We'll find out coming up in about 12 minutes or so as we continue on here on our Clark Natural Stone pregame show. Both teams are out on the floor going through their pregame warm-ups. We're going to go on and take our first break. And when we come back, you're going to hear from the head coach of your Carterville Lions. Shane Hawkins joins us next on our pregame show here on News Radio WJPF. I'm going to have my mics down.
We have to take care of ball. We got to rebound. That's going to be our keys every time we have ourselves a chance, whether we push it or not. We have to. We can't turn it over 17 or 18 times and get out rebound or give up 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 offensive rebounds. That margin shrinks when you do that. And I thought we did a pretty good job of kind of running.
Deacon.
Again, I think that's learning how to win. It's learning how to win close games. It's learning how to win at the varsity level, and that's our process right now.
It seems like with this team, a trend is there is an ugly span in every game. And sometimes it's just 4 minutes, sometimes it's 8 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the normal U high game, and we get off to a great start, and then the ugly kind of went the race, settled in the rest of the way. We couldn't ever get it out. We had a really good first half against Massa, and our ugly was the third quarter where we scored 2 points, and we could never. They outscored us 13-2, and we couldn't sustain stops, and then we couldn't stop the run by getting a score. And again, a lot of that goes back to when other people are going on runs, we help them go on runs. We miss a or we our first shot defense will be good, and we give up an offensive.
You can go to commercial after this. Welcome back to Murphysboro High School. Happy Friday to you. Can you believe it's the 12th of January? Can you believe it was 51 degrees when we woke up this morning and it's like 25 now? Welcome to January.
Welcome to Southern Illinois, and we've been quite fortunate. We've had really good weather this winter so far. We're bound to have some bad weather, at least for a little while, and I think it's going to come upon us beginning this weekend. But hey, it's the weekend, and we'll find a way to survive.
Yep, absolutely. It's conference play. That's the weather for conference play.
That's right.
Speaking of conference games, there's some big games taking place in the River to River Conference tonight. On the Ohio side, the other big game this evening is the Bulldogs from Harrisburg on the road at Herrin. That's a big game right there. Harrisburg is 1-2, Herrin 1-2.
Yeah, that's a chance for somebody to get back in the race, right?
Absolutely.
And I still think that Herrin is a team that nobody really wants to play in the Ohio right now.
I agree.
The Tigers have the firepower, and they've developed a fourth player. Chris Nelson, the state champion in track, has started to develop as a player, and that just makes them a lot better team. and they may eventually get Grady Cox back, and that would give them even another element. He's been injured since the summer, so I think the Tigers are the best team talent-wise, but you still have to go out there and do it on the floor. So these two teams right here, they have a chance. Somebody's got to jump to 3-1.
Yep.
And going to be the team that everyone's going to be chasing.
Absolutely. When you look at the Mississippi side of conference play, Benton stands atop that side of the Division 4-0, Pinckneyville 3-1, and guess what? Those two teams are playing tonight in Perry County.
They are, and what a good ball game that should be. Both state-ranked teams. Then, of course, next week, as we know, the Benton Invitational Tournament, we're going to have Benton and Pinckneyville in opposite brackets, and so that should be interesting.
I think they did that on
interesting.
purpose.
Oh, you think so?
I think they.
Well, and why not? Because the fact that that could very well be the championship game. It'll be a big, highly attended game, but also because they're in the same division, they already play each other twice.
Yeah.
So you're not itching to play them a third time, but they'd like to. They'd like to play them in the championship game. We'll see if Carterville or Heron or somebody else has anything to say about that.
Nashville is on the road at DuQuoin. Anna Jonesboro and West Frankfort are meeting this evening as well. Looking forward to this matchup between these two teams. Carterville comes into the game 8-8. Of course, we've mentioned it, coming off the win over Hamilton County on Tuesday night, 54-41. Murphysboro and Coach Darrell Murphy, 11-6 on the season, and they are just an outstanding ball team. And we'll see how this winds up shaking out before we get out of here this evening. And you mentioned the Benton Invitational. That's going to start on Monday night.
Yeah, Monday.
And actually, Carterville has the second game on Monday. They're going to be taking on the Meridian, squad for Meridian, and that'll be a 7:30 tip at the BIT.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of good basketball over there.
Yeah.
Several good teams. I think the team that people know the least about is either Meridian or Vandalia because they're so far away. But I understand that Meridian's a pretty good ball club. Vandalia might be okay too, but it's going to be a very solid tournament.
Absolutely. Heron Tigers are in it, Pinckneyville Panthers, and of course your Carterville Lions. As both teams are lining up for the national anthem, and we'll have the starting lineups. That's all on the way. That's going to wrap up our Clark Natural Stone pregame show here on News Radio WJPF.
Being performed tonight by the Crimson Express under the direction of Mr. Nick Williams.
Welcome back to Murphysboro. Dave McKenzie, John Homan alongside. Great job on the national anthem. Former Carterville band director Nick Williams down there. He came over to Murphysboro and leads the Murphysboro Crimson Band here this evening in the national anthem. Of course, starting lineups now are being announced. Carterville will be in their road blues this evening, and the Murphysboro Red Devils in their home whites. Coach Shane Hawkins will go with the same starting lineup we've seen over the course of the last, probably 6 weeks or so, with Josh Waller getting the start for Carterville. Josh, the 5'11 senior, he wears number 5. Number 10, Brandon Skelcher, the 6' senior. The senior guard wears number 10. Drew Barrington, the 6' junior guard, number 11. The sophomore, Colton Hawkins, 6'2", wears number 21. And then Braden Wakey, the 6'3 senior, number 25. For Coach Shane Hawkins, Waller, Skelcher, Barrington, Hawkins, and Braden Wakey.
I think it's going to be a very exciting game. Anytime you're on the road, it's going to be tough to win. But the Lions have been battle tested. I think they going to make this a very competitive game, have a real shot at winning.
Starting lineup for Coach Daryl Murphy and the Murphysboro Red Devils kind of looking forward, hopefully, at halftime during our Southern Illinois Rejuvenation halftime report. We're going to have the chance to talk with Murphysboro Athletic Director Lynn Navarro. Lynn retiring at the end of this season, and has always been a good friend and has done an outstanding job. And hopefully, if he can break away for just a couple of minutes, I ask him to come up and join us on our halftime report. Now the starting lineups after the Carterville cheer team goes through their welcome cheer for the Carterville fans that are parked right here in front of us at our location here in Murphysboro. And now the starting lineup for Daryl Murphy and the Murphysboro Red Devils, the 6'1 junior, number 2, Cade Brooks, the 6'5 junior, number 10, A.J. Bosey, the 6'1 sophomore, number 15, Miles Gethman. Also, you have the 6'3 junior, Gibson Fager, and he wears number 21, and the 6'1 senior, he's Mr. Everything, Carmelo Abernathy, who wears number 24. Brooks, Bosey, Guthman, Fager, Abernathy. The starters for Coach Daryl Murphy is, I like how they do their intros here at Murphy. They shut off all the lights except over the announcers, which is awesome.
That is really good, yeah.
Good time.
Back in the 90s,
Back
baby.
in the 90s.
Yeah. I like that.
MJ and the gang.
I'll see if I can arrange it to where one of the Lions game, maybe we can make it work out where you can come running out.
That would be amazing. I'll even wear like the shorty shorts and the big tube socks.
And then if you run across the court, you have to go up the stairs.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But always a great atmosphere here
Absolutely.
at Murphysboro.
Yes.
And especially not just the fact that it's a ball game, but this is a conference game, and this is a big conference game for both of these teams.
Well, it is, and like we've talked about. I mean, somebody's going to go to 3-1. Somebody's going to go to 3-1, and somebody is going to have control of the conference.
Yeah, absolutely. On NewsRadio WJPF, and yes, you can go to the live stream. Just go to YouTube, search Dave McKenzie, or you can search Carterville at Murphysboro. Carterville will be moving right to left on your radio dial as we start play here on the first 8 minutes of the contest. Murphy moving left to right. Officials this evening, Preston Childers, Mike Roth, Adam Locke. Ball is in the air, and it is controlled by the Murphysboro Red Devils as Carmelo Abernathy grabbed the tip ball. As they work it around on the left wing, now they bring it to the right side to Fager. He holds, looks inside, gets it to Abernathy. Around the screen, takes it inside the arc on the left side to the baseline. Lost the handle, threw it off the back of the backboard, and the turnover gives it right to the Carterville Lions. It's into the front court. Go ahead.
I'll say a lot of people know about Abernathy, and everybody knows about Cade Brooks. He's a fine player.
And speaking of Cade Brooks, he almost had the turnover. Carterville comes away with it. They find Skelcher over on the right wing. He dribbles out, brings it up top, and that is Drew Barrington that holds at the logo at midcourt. With his left-hand dribble, pulls up, needs some help, gets it from Hawkins, right back to Drew. Drew with one dribble and a bounce pass right side to Skelcher. Looks inside, kicks it back to Barrington, now to Waller. Back to Barrington, top of the key. Carterville just slow and patient here on this opening possession. Skip pass right corner, that's Skelcher. Got in the air and throw it away. And it's kind of what Carterville does from time to time as there's a foul the other end. And it's going to put Murphy at the line shooting 2 free throws.
I think they're going to count it. Yep, that's kind of late.
Cade Brooks picks up the bucket, so he's at the line for the and one. The foul is on Carterville's Drew Barrington. That's going to be the first on Drew. Cade Brooks, one of the top soccer players and probably in the state of Illinois, was Southern Illinois Soccer Player of the Year.
Absolutely was. Great player.
Hits the free throw, giving Murphysboro the 3-0 lead. And Carterville facing some pressure in the backcourt. They work it back and forth between Barrington and Hawkins. Bounce pass into the front court to Waller. His little 12-foot jumper is good, and that's exactly how you break that down. Josh Waller gets the Lions on the board. It's 3-2 Murphy.
Very well orchestrated there on the breaking the press.
They handled that extremely well. Abernathy with the basketball across the timeline. He finds Fager. Fager now to Bosey. Back to Abernathy. Looks inside to the basketball over to Guthman now. Guthman top of the key to Brooks, right side into Bosey. Takes it to the paint, puts it up. Somehow got the shot off. No good. Carterville gets the rebound. Skelcher brings it into the front court, and turning it over was Brandon Skelcher.
Called that an over and back violation.
Yeah, they did. First turnover on the Lions. Murphy with 2 turnovers. But it's Murphysboro basketball. The senior 6'1", number 24, Carmelo Abernathy, runs the offense for the Murphysboro Red Devils. Has the ball right wing. They work it around to the left side. It winds up with Guthman, now to the corner to Abernathy. Guthman looks inside, back to Carmelo. He takes it, skip pass right corner to Brooks, launches the 3 and good. Cade Brooks can put up some points, and he's got all 6 of the Murphy points. It's 6-2 with Wakey in the paint. Nice job by Braden Wakey as he was able to get that one to fall. 6-4 is our score. Quick pace here as Murphy has it in the front court already. Abernathy now will slow things down and set the offense for the Red Devils. Pulls up the dribble, hands it to Brooks. Brooks to the left side, and a foul in the paint is going to be called on the Murphysboro Red Devils.
Illegal pick.
It's going to be on Bosey. That's going to be the first on AJ. On Murphy's. It's AJ
It's
Bosey.
AJ Bosey. That's an easy mistake.
The Murphysboro Red Devils. So Carterville's basketball trailing by 2. 6-4 is our score with 5:11 remaining here in the opening quarter. Waller to Barrington. Barrington now to the right side of the circle, and the ball is kicked by Cade Brooks. Of course it is, the soccer player. Kick save and a beauty.
Don't throw it anywhere near his feet, please.
Yeah. Should know that should have been in the scouting report. Carterville's ball, they toss it into the backcourt. Barrington takes control from there with Abernathy on him defensively. Now Waller, Abernathy on the switch, picks up Waller. Barrington, left side to the baseline, bounce pass for Wakey, shot blocked as it was Bosey that got up. Ball's on the floor. Carterville had it for a second, but Murphy comes away with it. Here come the Red Devils. Abernathy, left wing to Bosey, over on the left side. Brooks puts up the 12-footer. Good for Cade Brooks. 8 in the game for Brooks, all 8 of the Red Devil points. And in the scouting, know for a fact in the scouting report, they wanted to limit the points by Cade Brooks. And Carterville has not done that here early as he has all 8 of the Red Devil.
Shane Hawkins irate with the official for not calling a reaching in foul.
Barrington in the paint. Finds Wakey. Wakey off the low block. Back to Barrington. Long 3. Puts it up. Good. Boy, that was a good-looking shot from Drew Barrington. Gets Carterville to within 1. It's 8-7. Brooks puts up the 3 from the corner. The other way, Carterville comes away with it. Here's Barrington. Into the paint, off the block, off the glass, and good. 5 for Drew Barrington. What I like about this is against Hamco, Drew Barrington didn't score in the first half.
That's right. Now he already has 5 here in the first quarter.
And
Good
Carterville
start.
has the 1-point lead, 9-8. So over on the right side, Abernathy looks inside, and he was wide open.
Sure
Guthman was on the block and couldn't get the ball to him. They feed Abernathy on the left low block, fights his way into paint, and Wakey just picked up his first foul as he slapped at the ball on the shot by Abernathy, and that's going to put Carmelo at the line. He's going to be shooting 2.
Lions are 4 out of 5 from the field here in the first quarter. The Red Devils are 3 of 6 here in the first quarter.
Carmelo or Abernathy, the chance to tie the game with the first free throw. And that one rims out. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Polar Whip, where you can come taste the legend. Polar Whip and Energy, a Southern Illinois tradition. They have car hops and They make it easy. Just call 618-988-9210, and they'll have your food waiting for you and bring it out to you there at Polar Whip in Energy. Abernathy hits the second free throw. That does tie the game at 9. And Carterville's basketball into the front court. And on the drive across the top of the key with Skelcher, dishes to Barrington, who finds Waller, back to Skelcher. He's open three, puts it up, too strong off the back of the iron. Ball is tipped around, good job by Waller just to tip it out. And Barrington gets it. Now Waller to the elbow, finds Hawkins. Hawkins bumped by Tucker Horseman. Horseman, who just came into the game, picked up his first foul. And it's going to be Carterville ball over on the far sideline. Barrington steps back across midcourt. Now the left to Hawkins. Hawkins to Wakey, who came way up top to Waller. Now it's Barrington to the elbow, dishes it to Hawkins. Good ball movement this time by the Lions. Barrington to Hawkins. Tie ball game, 9-9 with 2:45 remaining. They feed Wakey off the glass just a little too strong. In with the rebound and the putback is good.
Wow, Skelcher.
Brandon Skelcher came out of nowhere to grab the rebound, gets it to fall, and he gets fouled. And Brandon Skelcher chance at the and one for Carterville.
The tremendous, not a big guy, Skelcher, but he got in there and played with the trees, and got the stick back. Big play by the young man.
And the foul was on Cade Brooks. Or actually, it was on Horseman. That's who it was on.
It's his second foul, yeah.
Number 2. The free throw from Skelch rims out, and Murphy comes away with the rebound. Lions a 2-point lead, 2:35 remaining here in the opening quarter in this key river-to-river conference matchup. Both these teams 2-1 on the conference season. Murphy, basketball, Fager, now to Abernathy. Coming off the screen is Bankhead. He pulls up the dribble, finds Abernathy left wing. He spin moves, takes it to the baseline. Jumper from 5, no good. Tipped around, Wakey gets the rebound for Carterville. Good job getting that rebound. Outlet pass. They find Waller. Waller gets bumped, and he's going to go to the line and shoot 2 free throws. Is coming in and hitting Waller was Gibson Fager. It's going to be the 4th team foul now on the Red Devils. Fager's first, and Josh Waller, who averages 6.5 points a game, is at the line shooting 2 free throws. The right-hander, who stands 5'11", he's a senior. Beautiful free throw. 3 in the game now for Josh. Coming into the game is going to be Alex Kimbrough replacing Brandon Skelcher. Gets a back slap from Coach Shane Hawkins. Waller. Free throw. Good. 4 now for Josh. And he comes out to get a breather, and that's going to bring Caden Wilson into the contest for Coach Shane Hawkins. Length of the floor to go. With 2:05 remaining, Carterville has the 4-point lead. It's 13-9 as the Red Devils work left of the circle. Now they bring it right side. Terrence Estel is into the game for Red Devils, and a travel was called on Abernathy as he ran into a double team, tried to spin out, and he picks up the turnover.
Number 3 for the Red Devils.
And Carterville a chance to extend the 4-point lead. Coming across midcourt, Barrington with Abernathy on him defensively. Now Hawkins controls to Wakey. Wakey right at the circle. Now to Barrington, lost the handle, saved it from going out of bounds, but he stepped on the in line. Oh, well, it didn't look like he traveled. But the turnover gives it back to the Red Devils. I didn't think he traveled. I thought maybe if he did anything, he stepped on the sideline. But
you're on the road, baby.
I know. That's how the cookie crumbles, they say. Red Devil ball. Estel now to Bankhead. Now to Abernathy. Abernathy right in the circle to the free throw line. Backs it up. And Brooks takes over. Drives it to the elbow. He finds Bankhead. Bankhead, the left-hand dribble down the left side of the lane. Off the glass. Oh, too strong. Ball is on the ground. Who's going to come away with it and tying it up is Alex Kimbrough. And the possession arrow is pointing Carterville's way, so that's going to be the 4th turnover on the Murphysboro Red Devils. Nice job by Kimbrough to get in there and tie that one up. Here come the Lions into the front court. Barrington leaves it for Hawkins. Step back three straight away. Off the rim, no good. And the rebound is grabbed by Estill for the Red Devils. Abernathy to Estill now. Around the screen. Now right side to Brooks. Brooks pulls up, lost the handle again. Carterville comes away. Fifth turnover on the Red Devils, and Barrington's layup was blocked by Brooks. Now the other way. Here comes Abernathy to the glass. His shot blocked from behind by Alex Kimbrough, and it's like Tetris in here because it's just a game of blocks, you know.
Well,
See what I did there? See what I did?
I like that.
See?
I was thinking Jenga, but yeah.
I didn't get it out cleanly, but that's what I meant.
The intensity level's picking up just a little bit.
Conference game, that's what happens. I have to remember that. A travel called on Bosey.
Number 5 for the Red Devils.
6. It's number 6.
Sorry. All right.
So Carterville's basketball with 25 seconds remaining, still 13-9, a 4-point lead. Here comes Hawkins. Hawkins, nice feed to Barrington in the paint off the glass. Oh, just couldn't get it to go. And Murphysboro gets the rebound, and they've got 12 seconds to close out the quarter. To the glass, to the rim. The Euro slide is good for Bankhead. Lions a shot at the end of the quarter with 1 second, 0.7 seconds remaining.
Has to be a quick one.
It is. Just basically, you got to get it in and shoot, all in the same motion. They want to get bodies. They get it to Wilson. His shot at the buzzer off the front of the iron.
Not a bad shot.
Closes out the first quarter. Carterville leads the Murphysboro Red Devils as we're heading to the second quarter. It's 13-11 here on News Radio WJPF. (24-14) Benton Rangers. They've hit 5 straight threes to start the game and 6 total in the quarter. Wow. Benton is taking on Pinckneyville at Pinckneyville this evening. It's 13-11 here at Murphysboro. Carterville has the 2-point lead.
You know, a very solid quarter by the Lions. That's what they, what we were hoping to see, some consistency, and they're really playing well. Hit some outside shots, got inside and scored. Very, very good effort and intensity in that first quarter.
Drew Barrington with 5, Josh Waller with 4, Brandon Skelcher with 2, Braden Wakey with 2 to account for Carterville's points, but it's 8 points from Cade Brooks to lead all scorers for Murphysboro, 2 from Martez Bankhead, and 1 from Carmelo Abernathy. Officials are ready over on the far sideline. Murphysboro basketball to start play here in this second quarter. Coming across midcourt with it is Brooks, and he dishes it to Abernathy, left side. Back to Brooks on the right wing. Bounce pass to the low block, right side. Bosey's shot with the left hand, no good. Rebound Murphysboro. Put back is good from Terrence Estill. Murphy's cut the lead, or tied it up rather, at 13 all. And the ball is going to be Carterville basketball over on the far side. Hawkins to Barrington. Barrington with the left-hand dribble comes left side to Kimbrough. Back top, back to Kimbrough on the left wing. Right-hand dribble one time to the elbow. Turnaround jumper from Caden Wilson's good. Good ball movement by the Lions as they're working to try to get that little mid-range jumper. Wilson converts. Lions back up to 15-13. Here comes Brooks down the paint, off the glass, shot blocked. And by Hawkins, Carterville comes away with it. Here's Wilson. Now to Barrington with a left-hand dribble, and a bump foul going to be called on A.J. Bosey. That's going to be the second on Bosey. Lions basketball, far sideline. Lions throw it into the backcourt. Barrington now across midcourt to Wakey. On the floor, it's Wakey, Hawkins, Caden Wilson, Barrington, and Alex Kimbrough. The ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be the fourth turnover on the Lions.
Yeah, deflected off of the hands of Alex Kimbrough. Fourth turnover by the Lions, by my count.
Terrell Murphy subs in. Coming out of the game is going to be Estill and Bankhead. So Abernathy's back on the floor. And it's Red Devil basketball. Feed to Bosey at the elbow. They work it around to the left side. That's where Abernathy takes it off the screen. The screen by Fager. Now they feed it to the right side. Brooks drives across the free throw line. Jumper from there. No good. Ball's tipped. Hawkins gets the rebound for Carterville. He's going to dribble out himself into the front court. To the right side, crosses over to the paint. Layup is good from Colton Hawkins. His first field goal of the game. And Carterville's got another 4-point lead. It's 17-13.
Yeah, he found an open lane, a guy on the floor, and took it right to the rack and had an easy layup.
Yeah, 6-10. Almost 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Coming up, we'll have our SI Rejuvenation halftime report. Over on the left side is Bosey, who throws it up top. That's Fager. Now right side to Guthman to Abernathy. Abernathy lost his footing but kept the dribble. Good job. He's got Kimbrough on him defensively. Carterville fans cheering the defense to our right. And the 5-second call. That's good defense right there from Alex Kimbrough.
Absolutely.
The turnover gives it back to Carterville, a chance to extend this lead.
That just frustrates a team, too, when you play that kind of defense on somebody.
So Barrington with Abernathy on him across the logo at midcourt. For Wakey. Wakey looks inside, finds Hawkins. Hawkins now leaves it for Wilson. Wilson right wing to the paint.
Good feed.
Finds Wakey. Can he get the shot off? No, throws it up top, and they say he traveled. And so the turnover gives it back to the home team here in the white and crimson. Here comes Brooks, cross midcourt to the right side. Guthman feeds it top of the key, and it winds up with Brooks on the left wing. His jumper, good. From there, his second three-pointer by Cade Brooks. He's got 11 in the game and pulls Murphy to within 2. Hawkins launches the three, way too strong. Long rebound is grabbed by Bosey, and he finds Abernathy. Carmelo slips on the floor. And there has been, I noticed in the JV game earlier, a lot of slipping and sliding on this floor here at Murphysboro, and it always seems that way here.
We saw that at Trico as well. Remember that? I mean, there's just some floors are slicker than others, and I don't really know exactly why.
I don't know if this is a tile floor or is it a wood floor.
Hard to tell. Looks tile from here, doesn't it?
It does.
But needing to get some
big round of applause.
Some more brooms out there.
I agree. Kimbrough and Wilson come out. Waller and Skelcher back into the game for Shane Hawkins. Barrington around the left side to Waller, who's got the open three. A little bit short. Murphy the rebound. On the outlet pass, Brooks into the front court to Bankhead. Bankhead spin move off the glass. Too strong, and Hawkins just grabs the rebound, and he's on the run for the Lions into the front court. Left side to Barrington. Barrington, right side of the circle to Skelcher. He dribbles around, leaves it for Hawkins. Hawkins dribbles left-handed to the left side. Finds Barrington, kick pass to Waller, couldn't handle it cleanly, dribbles out. Now it's to Hawkins. Back to Wakey on the block. To Barrington, down toward corner left. Dribbles out, runs into the defender. That's Fager, and Carterville can reset the offense. Barrington to Skelcher. Right side to Hawkins. Popping out on defense was Brooks to cut off Hawkins. He takes it to the paint, finds Barrington. Side step inside the arc. Jumper, good.
Very
7.
patient.
Yep.
Patient offense that time paid off.
7
Now
for Barrington, and Murphy turns it over in the backcourt on the inbounds.
Great defense by Waller forced that turnover.
Murphy, that is the 9th turnover on the Red Devils. And Carterville holds a 4-point lead. It's 20-16. Shane Hawkins.
I think an argument about where the ball should be inbounded. And Coach Hawkins is right. They're going to inbound underneath the basket instead of on side court.
That's how it should be. So Carterville, 20-16, has the lead and the ball, and there's a foul by Cade Brooks as he come charging in to Colton Hawkins. Second on Brooks, second team foul on Murphy here in the second, and Abernathy is going to check back in for Murphysboro, and he's going to replace Gibson Fager. 3:44 remaining till halftime. Left side is Hawkins. Left wing, dribbles around the screen, came out from Hawkins. Ball goes out of bounds off of Murphysboro, and it's going to come right back to the Carterville Lions.
Lucky break there. Would have been a turnover on Hawkins, but luckily Red Devils lost it out of bounds.
10th turnover on the Red Devils. Carterville with 5. So Barrington now to Waller. He's on the left wing, back to Barrington. Right at the hash, left side to Waller, back to Barrington at the hash. 3:15 on the clock. Lions up 20-16. They feed into the paint to Hawkins. Now they move it around the left side. Hawk and Barrington just back and forth, left and right of the circle.
I think Murphy started in a man, but now they're in a zone, and that seemed to be causing the Lions a little bit of confusion at times.
Takes a few minutes to figure it out. They try to get the trap. He finds Barrington, bounce pass to Waller, kicks it to Hawkins. Hawkins to Barrington, now left side. Skelcher's got the open 3. Oh, off the front of the iron, no good. And a foul is going to be called on Colton Hawkins, I do believe. No foul?
It sent one out of bounds. No, they did call the foul. Skelcher, though.
Yep. So that's the first team foul on the Lions here in this second quarter. Carterville picks up the pressure in the backcourt. Bankhead drug his foot, no call. He takes it into the front court, dishes it to the left corner. Now it's Abernathy on the right side, behind the back dribble. Feeds the post right side to Bosey. He misses the shot, and it's Hawkins with another rebound for the Lions. He's having a good night on the boards.
Bosey 0 for 4 in the paint for the Red Devils.
Over on the right side, Skelcher dribbles out with the left hand to Drew Barrington. Left side to Waller. Waller feeds Wakey. Got the step off the glass. Good. That was a nice job by Braden Wakey with a little drop step around the defender. And Carterville, 6-point lead. It's 22-16 with 2 to play here in the second quarter. Brooks, crossover dribble with Waller on him defensively. Into the front court. They work it to the left side. Brooks with Waller. Now it's Abernathy. Stutter step by Abernathy at the free throw line. Feeds it now to the corner right. That's Bankhead. Back to Brooks. Steps into a 3. Good.
Good shooter, isn't he?
He is a good shooter. He's got 14 to lead all scorers. That's his 3rd three-pointer of the night. And that pulls Murphy to within 3. Bounce pass to Wakey. Waller's open 3. Good. There we go. We need Josh Waller to get going. He's got 7. And that's back to a 6-point lead, 25-19 Carterville.
Yeah, that just canceled that 3 out by Brooks. That takes a little starch out of your short set.
75 seconds remaining till halftime. Brooks dribbles around, hands it to Guthman. Guthman to Abernathy. Abernathy inside the arc. Jumper is good. Boy, that's a pretty shot from Carmelo.
Might be holding for one there, Dave. What do you think?
I think it's possible. Barrington holds the ball on his hip. Bankhead comes out to get him. Over on the left side to Hawkins. Carterville does look to be holding. 26 seconds remaining here till halftime. Left side to Hawkins. Hawkins bumps into the defender, and they're going to call a blocking foul. It was a good call on Martez Bankhead. It's going to be the first foul on Bankhead. It's a blocking foul, and Carterville, with the clock stopped at 18 seconds, they can set up for the final shot of the half. They lead at 25-21. They were up by 2 at the end of the first, 13-11. 13, 12, 11 on the clock. Here comes Hawkins into the paint. Lost control, gets it back, finds Barrington with 6, 5, down. Nice backdoor feed to Skelcher. He kisses the glass. He's got 4. Shot. Murphy can't get the ball in, and that closes out the first half of basketball. And the Carterville Lions, they lead it 27-21 as we are heading to halftime. It's your SI Rejuvenation halftime report next here on News Radio WJPF. I get it.
Next week, the Warriors will be competing in the Sparta tournament. Schedules can be found at the ticket table. Please feel free to pick up a schedule and hope to see you in Sparta next week. Ladies and gentlemen, for your halftime entertainment, please welcome to the floor your Murphysboro High School Devil Dazzlers.
Back at Murphysboro, we're road at Murphysboro this evening.
Very solid performance. Great second quarter on top of a pretty solid first quarter. 13 points in the first, 14 points in the second. That's consistency. That's what we saw.
Murphysboro Red Devils. Cade Brooks was everywhere for Murphy in that first half of basketball, and he had 14 points, 3 for Carmelo Abernathy, 2 for Martz Bankhead, and 2 for Terrence Estel. 21 points scored by Murphysboro. Carterville led by 7 points from Josh Waller and Drew Barrington. Brandon Skelcher with 4, Braden Wakey with 4, Caden Wilson with 2, Colton Hawkins with 2 as well. This is our SI Rejuvenation halftime report, and joining us on our halftime report is Athletic Director for Murphysboro, Lynn Navarro. Lynn, I just wanted to say thanks for having us tonight. And as always, first-rate production, first-rate facilities, and we love everything that you've done. But this is the last time I'm going to see you here in this capacity with basketball.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's correct. What you guys have done for Southern Illinois sports has made my job a lot easier, and it's a two-way respect street between us. Thank you guys for all you do.
You make it easy
for high school athletics. It's a pretty special time for the kids, and I know all of us adults do what we can do and put in the extra time to make it special for the kids. And I think we all just love sports too.
Absolutely, that plays a big part of it. When you're looking out over this gym and you look at, everything here, the video boards that we have, and how much has this changed, and how do you feel when you think that this is the last season that you have to worry about the stuff in here?
Well, first of all, this is a pretty neat view from up here. I don't ever get to watch the game from up here, and it's pretty intimidating. I wish the crowd was a little bit bigger, but this is a great start to the Carterville-Murphysboro Ohio Division rivalry. It's one that's been a long time coming and one I'm going to look forward to. But you have time just to learn it, so technology is a great thing, but I'm I think I'm getting a little too old to keep up with it.
Lynn, you've been going at this for 25 years. And what's your thoughts as you are starting to, we're in the new year and there's just months left?
Yeah, and I tell everybody that had an option. I didn't know if I was coming back this year or not. So last year I kind of went through all of this could be my last this, my last that. And so emotionally I've handled that really well, but I got to be honest, I'm concerned about what the next chapter holds. I know I'll be fine, but it's, it's grown into more than a job. It's just part of who I am, and I really don't know anything else. So I know it'll work out fine, and I know the Red Devils are in good hands. Jeremy Marshall and Derek Beard are our next athletic administrators coming in. I'm more than confident that they're going to take us to a new level. So we're in good shape and got some good things going on.
Lynn, I really commend you for the passion you bring to your job, but you've been doing it for the media aspect of it. I know that you're going to miss so much, but they're going to miss you as well.
Yeah, I never, professionally speaking, I was coaching and teaching away from Murphysboro, and it was never a huge goal of mine to come back. However, when the opportunity back in 2000 presented itself, it was a no-brainer. And I've just felt at home, no pun intended, but it's just been like, a good fit for me, good fit for our family. It's a legacy of families that have been in Murphysboro, and knowing the community and appreciating our community for what it is, what it can do for kids, and I wouldn't want to live anywhere else.
Well, all I can say is I'm going to miss, I hope the I need. It makes it so easy, and I never have to worry about it, and thanks for that. And I just wanted to have you come up and have us have the opportunity to say thank you to you because it's been a pleasure. Going to miss you, buddy. And
I really do appreciate it, and I am sincere when I say that though we usually cheer for the different teams, I think the media and all of the athletic administrators in Southern Illinois feels more like a family. We all understand we've got jobs to do, and on Friday nights we usually cheer.
That's Lynn Navarro.
He'll be out officiating or something.
Yeah, he will be. Yeah, he will be. So Lynn Navarro, we just wanted to say thank you to him. That's our SI Rejuvenation halftime report. We're going to go on and take a break, and we'll return here on News Radio WJPF.
That went well.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss him.
Heron must have had a late start. They lead 12-8 after one.
Let me see if I got any score updates here.
34-28 Benton at the half. Okay. I got guys there.
Okay. I'll let you update those.
30-27 Centralia.
What the heck?
Got Trico over John City, 37-14. All kinds of scores rolling in.
Why are you doing that? Centralia just beating Mount Vernon by 3.
30-27.
Yeah.
Centralia has a narrow lead over Mount Vernon. Centralia's undefeated at 18-0. Wow, what a season for them. Trico all over Johnson City. You have Benton leading Pinckneyville at halftime, 34-28. Only one quarter played over in Heron. Heron leads Harrisburg 12-8. So yeah, there's some activity going on.
This Lions broadcast brought to you from 8 until 2 and brought to you by IBEW Local 702, providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all. Carterville's ball coming out at half. 30-18 Heron over Harrisburg. That's at the half at Heron. Carterville leads it by 6 points here as we start playing the third quarter. 27 21. Carterville moving left to right in their road blues here this evening as they have it to Skelcher. Skelch on the right wing with Abernathy on him defensively. Needs some help, gets that from Waller. Waller on the left side, drives it to the block, dishes it to Boyke. Now it's to Skelcher, top of the key to Barrington. Just underway, 35 seconds gone. 27-21 Carterville, but the ball slapped away by Murphy. On the run the other way, Abernathy with the layup. 5 in the game for Carmelo, and that keeps Lions up 4, 27-23. Barrington dishes the ball to Waller. Waller at the paint. Shot way high off the backboard, no good. Red Devils have it in the front court. 3 from Guthman, no good. And a rebound by Murphysboro. Back to Guthman, to the block, to the paint, to the glass. Missed the bunny. And Hawkins gets the rebound for Carterville. Big break, outlet pass to Wakey. Waller's 3, left side. That was short. And coming out and tipping the ball in the backcourt, Carterville gets the basketball. Murphy set up in the 2-3 zone back in the defensive end. Carterville has it, though. As Barrington now to the right side. Ball slapped, and it comes right back to Drew. Drew looks inside, backs it up with the dribble. Now to the right side to Skelcher. Skelch dribbles out with the left hand. Back to Barrington. 6:10 remaining, 27-23 our score. Long 3 from Skelcher, no good. Almost wedged it in between the rim and the backboard. Abernathy to the hole and good with the runner with the right hand. 7 for Abernathy. And it cuts the lead to 2. Lions up 27-25 as Barrington's pass winds up at Wakey. Hawkins launches the 3, and that was a big shot for the Lions. They needed that in a bad way.
Yeah, you don't want to go scoreless for 4 or 5 minutes, do you?
Nope. We talked about ugly basketball with Coach Shane Hawkins in our pregame. Top of the key 3 from Abernathy.
Over the back, no call.
Yeah, and Carterville gets the rebound. Outlet pass, 2-on-1 for the Lions. Waller gets the layup. Josh has 9 in the game. And Carterville, 7-point lead. Is this their biggest lead of the game?
It is. They led 25-19 and 22-16. This 7-point lead is the biggest.
Brooks hands it back to Abernathy. Now it's Guthman who gets it to Fager. Fager holds, hands the basketball to Carmelo. Carmelo to the paint, puts it up off the glass, got fouled, couldn't get the shot to go. The Carmelo Abernathy is going to be at the line after the foul by Brandon Skelcher.
In case you're wondering, the Lions shot pretty well in the first half, 11 out of 21, 52%. Murphy 8 of 19. So we'll see how those two teams do in the second half.
Abernathy misses the free throw. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Polar Whip in Energy, Southern Illinois. Second free throw is in the air, and that's good. 8 in the game now for Carmelo. 6-point lead for the Lions with the basketball in this Ohio Division Conference matchup. Carterville 2-1 in conference. Murphysboro 2-1 in conference. Both teams. Nice backdoor feed for Skelcher. He was cutting down the baseline, but he just could not get both hands on the ball, and it goes out of bounds, and the turnover gives it back to the Red Devils. Slow pace by Abernathy as he approaches the logo at midcourt. Brooks finally steps across the line for Murphy. With the ball now is Estel. They work it over on the right side to Bankhead. Top of the key to Brooks. Brooks puts up the 3, short, and Barrington gets the board for Carterville. The boys in blue into the front court. Hawkins, stutter step, travel. Third turnover on the Lions here in this third quarter. Shane Hawkins stomps his foot on the floor, crosses his arms. So it's going to be Red Devil basketball. Carterville picks up some pressure. Waller on the ball, controlled by Cade Brooks. Across the timeline, into the front court to Abernathy. Abernathy right wing, top of the key to Estel. Now they bring it left side to Brooks. Brooks top of the key once again to Bosey. Right side 3, launch, no good. That shot by Estel, put back though from A.J. Bosey's good. He got the rebound over the line. That's going to be the first field goal for Bosey. And it's 32-28. Lions with the ball, though. Barrington jumper from the elbow. I didn't see
how he got down at all, but he's in a little bit of pain right now.
The trainer comes out from the far side. Coach Shane Hawkins approaches, and Colton Hawkins is at the elbow right here on the free throw lane to our right. I did not see it. I was putting the score in the book, and Colton's starting to get to his knees. He kind of rolled his ankle Saturday against University High. Maybe tweaked that. He comes to the bench, and
pretty tough kid. I think he'll be back in there before too long.
This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in Carterville. They are your York dealer.
That's not easy to say.
No, it's not. Proud to be serving the region for over 40 years. Go online. You'll find them at charliesairandheat.com. We'll see if Shane is going to sub in. Looks like Colton's going to be okay.
He'll stay in. I thought he'd have to come out.
Shane Hawkins, little mop-up duty on the floor. Carterville's ball, Murphysboro ball.
Yeah, Colton just scored off the stick back.
Yep.
I think might be now. I think they're telling me he has to come out. That's what I thought. I thought he'd have to come out.
So coming in is going to be Caden Wilson. Colton going to get a little breather as he comes to the sideline. His teammates stand up. He'll get himself a glass of water, regroup, and he'll be back here in just a few minutes. So it's 34-28, 6-point lead for Carterville. Red Devil basketball. Bankhead to Abernathy, and in the paint, a foul called.
Getting a call on Waller, I think, away from the ball.
It is going to be on Josh, his first. Team foul number 2.
Little shoving going on in the paint there.
So Red Devil basketball from the baseline. It winds up with Brooks. Waller comes out on him defensively. Left side to Bosey. Bosey looks inside, back up top to Brooks. At the logo, crosses over to the right side, finds Abernathy, open 3 from the corner, almost an air ball over the top. Wakey gets the rebound. So Carterville getting some stops defensively tonight against this Red Devil team. Over on the right side, the ball tipped out of bounds. It was off of the hands of Martez Bankhead.
Bankhead's getting more and more playing time. Early in the season, he wasn't playing varsity ball hardly at all. So he's obviously ascended as the season has progressed. You like that? I like that word, use of the word. Get ascended in there.
Ascended, yeah. He's of course tonight Murphy without Caden Shields, who's unavailable. Maybe it's just a thing to replace Shields this evening.
Could be.
34-28 with 2:40 remaining in this third quarter. Steals it from Murphysboro this way. Into the paint, Abernathy runs into the defender, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Caden Wilson. Abernathy, who's got 8 points, is going to be at the line. He's 2 for 4 from the stripe here this evening. First one is good. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Stephen Rich's Barber Styling on Division Street in Carterville. They're open Tuesday through Friday from 8 to 5, Saturday 8 to 2. Waller and Skelcher check out. Into the game, Kimbrough and Hawkins is back in the game for Carterville. Second free throw is good for Abernathy. That's 10 in the game. And we have a timeout on the floor with 2:21 remaining here in the third quarter. A 30-second timeout on News Radio WJPF. Hello, everybody online. Good evening to you. (34-30) is our score here at Murphysboro. Carterville has the 4-point lead. And you've got an update from Mount Vernon, Centralia, and Mount Vernon?
Yes, with 2 minutes and 6 seconds left in the game, Centralia holding on to a slim 1-point lead over the Mount Vernon Rams.
Centralia
Heck of a game.
undefeated on the season.
Arch rivals, those two teams.
Yes, they are. Good defense by Murphysboro. Is getting his hand on the basketball was A.J. Bosey. Knocks it out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Lions.
It's like a trap in the back court.
Carterville having some trouble getting to the front court. They better hurry. With 2 minutes exactly remaining in the third quarter. Ball slapped out of bounds, and it was last touched by Carmelo Abernathy of Murphysboro.
You have to be careful around Carmelo. He's a quick hands, heck of a receiver in football.
Yes,
Just very athletic. Take care of the basketball when you're around him.
He's been fun to watch.
Sure
his
has.
high school career. He's just a great athlete. Had some big football, as you said, catches against the Lions in football.
Against everybody, really.
Carterville turns it over. The pass slapped away by Murphysboro. Abernathy got his hand on the pass. He has the ball, looks inside, and now dribbles back towards center line. 90 seconds remaining in the third quarter. It was 13-11 at the end of the first quarter. 27-21, a double dribble.
Now they got
They call a
push.
foul on Wakey.
Wakey, I think, yeah. Coach Hawkins didn't like it.
It's going to be a second on Wakey. So it was 27-21 Carterville, the 6-point lead at the break. Lions now, they're seeing a 4-point lead. It's 34-30.
Wow, the glove is out there on defense now, though. Mr. Kimbrough.
Yep, he's out there on Abernathy. Again, Abernathy slips on the floor over the right side to Bankhead. Bankhead, spin move on Caden Wilson. Dribbles top of the key. Who gets it to Bosey? Feeds it down low to Fager. Fager off the block, off the glass, no good. Ball out of bounds. Carterville basketball.
Little finger roll by the former quarterback, I guess you might say, for the Murphysboro Red Devils, the current quarterback. Finger roll just wouldn't go down.
He's missed a couple of those here this evening.
Yeah, he has.
Carterville's ball, length of 4 to go with 60 seconds remaining. Wilson to Braden Wakey. Carterville fans come alive. 40 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. 36-30 and a travel call. And maybe
Little momentum switcher there, huh?
little momentum switch, exactly. Cade Brooks comes back into the game quickly for Coach Daryl Murphy. He replaces Bankhead. The second team foul. First team foul on Murphy here in the third quarter.
They might hold for the last shot here, possibly.
They might. Wilson, or excuse me, Hawkins, left wing. Just hold the basketball again. Caden Wilson coming through on the cut, slips on the floor. 22 seconds remaining. Barrington controls. To the paint, to the elbow, to Kimbrough, to Wilson. Wilson now to Wakey. And Barrington saves him as he picks up the loose basketball. Under 10 to play. 7, 6, 5. Barrington, the floater with the right hand is good for Drew Barrington. 9. And the shot at the buzzer by Murphy, no good. Closes out the third quarter, and Carterville hanging tough in this ball game. They have an 8-point lead as we head to the fourth. It is 38-30. Fourth quarter action next here on News Radio WJPF.
Tonight's contestant is Mr. Kaz Norman. Kaz, are you ready? Begin.
Welcome back to Murphysboro. What a ball game we have. Your Carterville Lions have an 8-point lead on the Murphysboro Red Devils. It is 38-30. Carterville led by the 9 points from Josh Waller, 9 from Drew Barrington, 6 from Braden Wakey, 7 from Colton Hawkins. 4 from Skelcher, 2 from Caden Wilson. Carterville leads it by 8. It is 38-30.
Well, just solid play again by the Lions each quarter. Not as high as scoring quarter for either team, but they were right there, just expanded on that lead by 2.
11 points scored by Carterville in the third, and 9 by the Red Devils in the third. It's Red Devil basketball here to start the fourth. Brooks puts up an air ball, goes out of bounds, and he tried to draw the foul, flopped on the floor, no call. And the turnover is going to give it back. Fights his way in, and a bump foul going to be called on Miles Guthman.
That's a battle foul, too.
Yeah, that's a battle in the paint. His second. And they're going to say it was shooting by Kimbrough, so that's going to put Alex at the line. Comes into the game averaging about 1.4 points per game. The left-hander's free throw is good as it takes the high hop off the neck of the rim.
Not a good free throw shooter, but he got the roll, got the bounce there.
Got the touch.
We'll take it, huh?
Number 3, second free throw. No good. Wakey almost had the board, and we got Wakey tied up in the backcourt with Murphy in the front court. It's Guthman. Barrington off the glass was kind of out of sorts, couldn't get a good look at it. Murphy gets the rebound. Pass from Abernathy blocked. He gets it back off the glass, no good. Rebound Murphy. Guthman's putback is good. Back-to-back field goals for Miles Guthman. And it's a 5-point Lion lead, 39-34. Here's Barrington to Wilson. Couldn't pick up that basketball clean the other way.
Oh, he traveled.
And a travel by Abernathy, who slipped again on this floor.
Yes, I mean, that's really curious to see how many times players were slipping on the floor.
It's got to be 6 or 7 that I can recall here in this game, and saw several in the JV game. Murphy fans not happy. And Carterville has the ball. 6:20 remaining, 39-34. Barrington, Radio WJPF.
Got the upset. Mount Vernon over Centralia.
Wow.
43-38.
That would have been a good game to go to. Centralia was number 2 in the state, right?
Yeah, I think so. In 3A.
Welcome back to Murphysboro. Big time upset in Mount Vernon this evening as Mount Vernon Rams knock off the number 2 team in Class 3A, Centralia, 43-39.
38. Yeah, heck of a game. Centralia had a small lead for each of the first 3 quarters, but could not hold it in the fourth quarter at Mount Vernon. And boy, big win, and that big rivalry goes to the Rams.
Sign of the River to River Conference. Carterville throws it into the backcourt. No call. They say it was tipped by Murphy.
It was.
Carterville gets it back. Here's Hawkins. Reverses at the elbow. Now bumps into Abernathy. Finds Kimbrough to Barrington, who takes it to the free throw line. His shot blocked by Bosey, but Carterville sticks with it, keeps the basketball.
Good hustle play there by Kimbrough,
Yes,
keeping
it
the ball.
was. Barrington now against Bosey. Ball out of bounds, and this time they say it was off at Carterville, so it's turnover, gives it back to the Red Devils.
Defense is bothering the Lions here in the fourth quarter. Murphysboro's defense.
39-34, 5.5 remaining. Carterville with 2 wins in conference. 1 win over the Heron Tigers, 1 over the Harrisburg Bulldogs. The 1 loss to the Massac County Patriots last week. And the shot blocked by Hawkins, but he picks up the foul.
Yeah, good call.
Yep, first foul on Colton. So it's going to be Guthman at the line shooting, Brooks at the line shooting free throws.
He's had a heck of a night.
He has had 8 first quarter points. He only scored, scored 6.
14 points for Brooks all in the first half, so he's been a little silent here in the second half till now.
And he gets the second one to go. It's a 15 for Brooks.
Back to 4 again, huh?
Yep. Pulls them to within 4. Carterville's basketball, though. Just over 5 to play. Skelcher, right wing. Dribbles out, top of the key with the left hand. Hands the basketball to DB. He gets it to Hawkins, back to Barrington. Drew right side now to Waller, to Hawkins. Right wing for Hawkins, into the paint. Throws it for Wakey, tips it nicely to Waller. And Carterville around to the right side to Barrington. Crossover, gets his defender in the air, finds Skelcher, back to Barrington. Spin move at the elbow right side. To Skelch. Dribbles across the top of the key. Good defense by Murphy. Good patience by Carterville. They got to get rid of it. Skelcher's got to pass it.
You think Daryl Murphy wanted the 5-second call or not?
And it was it was close.
To say he was out of the
4 minutes remaining, 39-35. Carterville's basketball, Waller. Now to Drew Barrington. The junior reverses.
Nice
Leaves
feed.
it down low to Wakey, who kisses the board, and good. Braden with 8 in the game. And Carterville's back up 6, 41-35. Abernathy slows the pace, looks at Daryl Murphy, gets the play call. Murphy puts the ball in motion. It's Estel, now left side to Abernathy, around the screen, top of the key, they work it to the right side to Estel. Just below us here at Murphy.
Lions can afford to be patient.
Yeah, they can, run the time. Under 3, Lions have a 6-point lead. Waller, left side called by Shane Hawkins. 2:39 remaining here in the game. It's going to be a full timeout, and Carterville leads the Red Devils 41-35 here on News Radio WJPF, back in 60. Great picture.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody online, thanks for watching. What a ball game here at Murphysboro. 41-35 is our score with just 2:39 remaining in the contest, John Homan.
Just an exciting game like we thought might happen here tonight. It's been a great conference game. Physicality, finesse, a little bit of everything tonight. Good defense, too, by the way.
Carterville's ball out of the timeout. Here's Waller. Double team on Josh, but he gets it to Caden Wilson. Wilson has a double team in the corner. Shane has to call another timeout to keep from turning it over. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating. They are your York dealer and proud to serve the region for over 40 years. Find out more at charliesairandheat.com. We'll be back with you coming up, starting for you at about 7:15 right here on News Radio WJPF. Lions are going to be taking on the Meridian Bobcats.
I'll tell you, just never enough basketball for us, is there?
No,
That should be a fun match. We don't get to see Meridian play hardly at all, and always like seeing a new team out there.
Tomorrow going to be going up, calling the Logan game at Vincennes.
Oh, you lucky guy.
Yes, I am.
Well, I hope you don't get snowed in over there.
Don't say that. 41-35, 2:29 remaining. Carterville's ball. They get around to the left side to Waller. Now it's Barrington. Murphy coming out trying to get the double team every time, and there's a foul now on Carmelo Abernathy as they're really starting to press. That's the first foul on Carmelo. So Carterville, that's ball movement. You have to move the ball around.
You'll see some more fouls Red Devils have to foul 3 more times before Carterville's in the bonus.
Hawkins to Barrington. They find Wilson.
Ooh.
Skip pass way over the head of Colton Hawkins, and going to have to move the ball around accurately.
Yeah.
That was a high pass that Colton Hawkins couldn't get to. So now Daryl Murphy subs in Cade Brooks. He's going to replace Martez Bankhead. What a ball game. It's been a fun one. 41-35 with 2:11 remaining. The winner will be in first place in the Ohio division of the River to River Conference. Spin move by Brooks. Left-hander's good. 17 for Cade Brooks.
Fine play.
Murphy's going to pick up some pressure in the backcourt. Minimal. Now they back off. Now stepping up to get to Hawkins, and almost picked off.
I'd say.
Down low to Wakey. Good!
Wow.
Nice layup from Wakey on the feed from Skelcher. 43-37, 6-point lead for the Lions. Brooks in the paint off the board. No good.
What a rebound there by
Skelcher, the rebound.
Well, he's been getting some rebounds for a little guy, hasn't
He
he?
has played outstanding. His last 3 games have been really good games for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
And nice feed the other way for Wakey, who comes out of the game. Everybody on the bench gives him a hand slap with 93 seconds remaining on the road at Murphysboro here this evening. Length of the floor to go for the Lions. Hawkins will trigger. He can run the baseline. Bounce pass to Barrington. Back to Hawkins. Spins away. He can get into the front court. They get it to Wilson. Now to the corner to Waller. Waller to the baseline. Finds Caden Wilson. Top of the key to Hawkins. Minute 20 remaining. Lions up 43-37. 6-point lead. Right side. Hawkins. Skip past to Waller. Down low to Skelcher. Back and forth. Good ball movement. And a bump foul from behind as Caden Wilson took the pass. The foul called on Tucker Horseman of Murphysboro. That's going to be his 3rd.
I don't know why they took so long to foul.
No, me neither, truthfully. 70 seconds. 6-point lead. Barrington dribbles out. Finds Hawkins. Now to Barrington, reverses. Pulls up the dribble, bounce pass for Hawkins. He dribbles through, finds Waller. Carterville's doing a fantastic job, and a reach in by Abernathy is going to be his 2nd. Both of his have come here in the 4th quarter. That's the 5th team foul. So now Drew Barrington can go to the line and help close out this game for the Lions. He had 5 in the first quarter. He scored 2 in the second, 2 in the third. And he hasn't scored here in the 4th, but he's at the line. Drew, who averages 15 points on the button for the season, the right-hander junior. First free throw is good. Coming up, John and I will name our Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating Player of the Game. We'll have Coach Shane Hawkins, our John A. Logan College Coaches Show.
I have somebody in mind already, but I won't divulge it just yet.
We'll hold on to that. Don't forget Sports Voice tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock with Murph and Hudson. The 2nd from Barrington. Good. 11 now for Drew in the contest. Under a minute to play, 45-37. Lions the 8-point lead. Murphy with the ball. And they're playing to the foul as Brooks got into the face of Josh Waller.
Well,
Foul's called on Waller.
Smart play, though. I mean,
It was.
He leaned his body right in to draw the foul from 3-point land.
That's the 2nd on Josh. And so he's going to be shooting 3 because he was in 3-point territory.
You're never out of it when you had that 3-point shot.
Yep. 17 in the game for Brooks. It's the first. Wakey down to the low block. Skelcher fills in on the high side, on the left side of the lane. The 2nd from Brooks. No good. So now Caden Wilson comes in. He's going to replace Wakey. Defensive replacement for the Lions. Now Brooklyn NewsRadio WJPF. Hey, don't forget, coming up later tonight, Darren Kennard will have your River Radio Sports Central Sports Update, updating all the scores from around Southern Illinois. Sports Voice tomorrow morning from 8 until 10 with Murph and Hudson. It's Carterville basketball coming out of the timeout. They have the fouled, and we'll go to the line as it's Bosey that picks up the personal foul. It's going to be the third on Bosey. And Brandon Skelcher, who has 4, replacing Caden Wilson. Oh, the second rims out. Wakey gets the rebound. The ball on the floor, and they're going to say timeout called.
How about that?
By Shane Hawkins. You could have called any number of things there.
Oh, my goodness.
Could have been tied up. Could have been a foul.
What a rebound by Braden Wakey.
Yes, it was. And it's going to be Carterville basketball with 36 seconds left. John Homan, Carterville, this hasn't been a pretty season for the Lions. They're 8-8, 500 ball team. But when it's come to these conference games, they have played good ball game. Throw out the Massac game. The 3 wins have been hard-fought, good ball games by this Lions team.
I thought that the win over Heron was probably their best game up to now. If the Lions can close this one out, I think this is their best overall effort.
I agree. I think so as well. I like the win over Harrisburg as well.
Yeah,
it was a
good win.
17-point win.
But I just think this has been a better performance.
It absolutely has.
Against on the road.
On the road.
Because Harrisburg and Heron were at Carterville.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is on the road. And it's not easy to win at Murphy.
Absolutely. And it's not just one guy.
No.
The whole team has played well tonight.
Absolutely. It's been a solid performance, kind of a benchmark.
Hawkins will trigger.
Got to get it to Barrington.
Well, yeah, they do. Got to get it to Barrington. Hawkins looks, throws it up top, and Waller takes the inbound pass, and Josh Waller can go to the line to shoot free throws after the foul is called on Miles Guthman.
Well, another senior at the line. See if Mr. Waller can take care of business here.
Josh with 9 points comes into the game averaging 6.6. He's shooting 2, the senior. Number 5, right-hander. First free throw. Ooh, come on, boys. Got to close those out. 6-point lead. 19 points in the game for Cade Brooks for Murphy. Barrington, the leading scorer for the Lions, with 11.
There you go.
And Josh's second is good. He's in double digits with 10. Here comes Abernathy quickly. Over to the corner right, the 3 from Bosey. In and out, no good. Rebound on the floor, Skelcher. And a foul is going to be called on Murphysboro. And that is going to be on Guthman. That was a big call.
It was good. Again, good rebounding position by the Lions. There have been several games where we've talked about they've done a poor job on the defensive boards, but not tonight.
So Brandon Skelcher, the senior, a chance to go to the line, help close this out.
I'll tell you, Skelcher has impressed me maybe more than any other way in his game tonight. His defensive rebounding. Guy's what, 5'10", 5'11"?
Yeah.
You know, been great on the boards.
Goes up there and just knocks down the first free throw. That's 5 in the game. It's not always the points you score. It's the little things you do on the floor, and he's done a lot of them tonight.
Exactly right. Communication, passes, yeah, a lot of things.
Carterville clears the free throw lane. Skelch just knocks down the second one. Extends that lead, 48-39, 9-point lead for Carterville. Abernathy off the board and good. Timeout called by Daryl Murphy.
It's a little too late, I believe.
12 in the game for Abernathy. And Lions lead it 48-41. It's a 60-second timeout. Benton gets the win on the road at Pinckneyville tonight. 64-60 was the win for the Rangers. Carterville, of course, will be going to the Benton Invitational starting on Monday night. All next week, it's the midwinter tournaments taking place. And Carterville plays Meridian at 7:30. John and I will have pregame coverage from Rich Herron Gymnasium starting at about 7:15.
Well, it should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it, and some good teams over there, and just a chance to really, when you face that good competition, just make your team better. And I think that's a great tournament for the Lions and the Tigers, who are first-year members, to get into.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be a lot of fun. Last year, Carterville played at the Superman Classic at Massac County. Prior to that, let's see, Tigers lead it 44-39, 3:20 left. That is against Harrisburg at Herron this evening. Timeout over. Both teams back out on the floor. Lions lead it by 7. It's 48-41. It's going to be Carterville ball coming out of the timeout. Length of the floor to go.
Oh, wide open down the floor. Didn't
should
see
have got it in. They get it to Skelcher. Skelch dribbles out, and finally Abernathy fouls Brandon Skelcher.
Caden Wilson was 40 feet beyond the defense.
Yes, he
all
was.
alone on the other side of the floor, but doesn't really matter.
Clock stops with 14 and a half seconds left. That's what Shane Hawkins is saying to Colton Hawkins. Son, he was wide open. It was a baseball pass, and you passed it up.
That's okay. If you're going to make a mistake like that, do it now, right?
You know what? That'll probably be a conversation in the car a little bit later as well.
No.
Skelch misses the first. This time buries it. Brandon Skelcher, what a ball game. 7 points. 49-41.
Ooh,
Murphy.
almost tripped it.
Basketball, 3 from the corner, no good. Long range ball tipped out. Brooks, the 3, no good. And the ball on the floor back to Murphy. Ohio side of the River to River Conference.
Heck of a performance by the Lions. Just a solid game, a clean game. I mean, there was physicality, but no bad blood, no cheap shots that I could see, and both teams congratulating the other. A very clean game and a good game.
And Carterville comes away. They improved to 9-8 on the season. They are 3-1. Murphysboro now will be 2-2. Herron will be 2-2 with a win over Harrisburg. And the Lions, just a good ball game. That should be an excited ball team. And you know what? That's going to be an excited head coach when he comes up for our John A. Logan College Coaches Show. Lions win it 49-41. Coming.
Got to remember to record him when he comes up here. I don't have to rush down since he's the visiting coach.
What a ball game by your Carterville Lions as they go on the road and pick up a tough conference win over the Murphysboro Red Devils. Lions win it 49-41. 41. What a performance by a lot of people on that Lions team tonight. That was a good ball game.
It was a good ball game. Lions just took care of business. They just would not fade. They never did fall behind. Just kept building little bit by little bit on that lead. Led by 2 after 1, led by 6 after 2, led by 8 after 3, and they win by 8 in the finals. Just a very solid road performance leading to the victory tonight.
Absolutely. When we look at the scoring this evening, we'll start with the Red Devils. The leading all scores this evening was Cade Brooks. He finished with 19 points overall. Fantastic ball game by Cade. Carmelo Abernathy scored 12 on the evening, 4 from Miles Gethman, 2 from A.J. Bosey, 2 from Martez Bankhead, 2 from Tyrants Estel. 41 scored by the Harrisburg Bulldogs. Carterville led by the 11 points from Drew Barrington. Josh Waller finished with 10. Braden Wakey with 10 this evening. Brandon Skelcher with 7. 7 also from Colton Hawkins. 2 from Caden Wilson. And 1 in the game this evening from Alex Kimbrough. 49-41, our final score here on the road at Murphysboro.
Yeah, Lions shot the ball very well tonight, 50% from the floor, 18 out of 36 unofficially. Fair on threes, nothing special, 3 out of 12. That's only 25%. They're usually a little bit better than that, but did a great job of being patient on the offensive end, waiting for guys to make the good cut, and there was production both inside the paint and outside tonight, and the Lions needed more points inside the paint.
For the Carterville Lions, I thought an outstanding game from Braden Wakey. I thought it was an outstanding game from Josh Waller this evening. He gets into double digits with 10, but I think you've got a candidate that you want to throw in there as well.
You know what? My candidate was Braden Wakey, and that's exactly who I thought. I mean, he came up big tonight, and he showed why senior performance, one of his best ones of the year, 10 points, and I think double-digit rebounds. And he had a couple of blocks. He had the big slam dunk that fired up the team. If you want to throw in another player, I mean, boy, I tell you, Brandon Skelcher had some big moments on the rebounding end tonight as well. But Wakey's my pick overall tonight.
Braden Wakey is our Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating player of the game. Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating, keeping you comfortable no matter what the weather is. And Carterville Lions come away with an impressive 49-41 win on the road at Murphysboro. Coach, in the last 2.5 weeks, you and I have talked multiple times where you've said being competitive, playing hard, and tonight your ball team did that.
One of the things we talk about a lot is if you play, so the term play hard, we've kind of changed that. That when you play that hard, you also play better. And I thought we played really well tonight. I thought we did a lot of very good things. I thought we were very good defensively. I thought we did a tremendous job on the backboards. And we didn't turn it over. I know early we had a couple turnovers and a couple offensive rebounds. I thought, here we go again.
Just 13 on the night.
Yeah, and they got after us a little bit. They got some athletes, and they pressured us a little bit. We didn't make free throws down the stretch, but we were in a situation where we had the clock, we had the ball, we had the clock moving, and they were forced to foul us. So tremendous road win. As we talked about in the pregame, you look at all the top 25 guys in college basketball that lost on the road. It's hard to win on the road. I don't care what level.
Many rebounds, it seemed like, a couple of blocks, and just really showed up strong against physical contact in the paint.
Yeah, I thought he was very active. I thought the guys he's still learning. Sometimes he catches it flat-footed and he's not ready to go make a play, and we've worked on a lot of kind of getting his motor going and being ready and anticipating the pass. And he got that on the dunk. He got it on one of the finishes in the first half. He was loaded up. He was ready. He anticipated the pass. He was able to catch it and go finish it. When we can get that from him, that changes us because it's so hard to score for us at the rim. And when we can, we're not going to post him 25 times and just feed it to him. But when we have it spread and we can play off the bounce and we can get help and he can step in and go get an offensive rebound or we can dump it to him, that's invaluable for us.
And on the other side, still talking about Wakey, but it was the feed that was coming from the top. And Brandon Skelcher tonight was outstanding, played a good ball game, had a couple of nice feeds to Wakey in the paint that he finished, and the senior went to the line and hit the free throws to close it out.
Yeah, it's just, we made winning plays. We made winning plays, and when I think we were up 9 because they scored the first 4 of the fourth quarter. We turned it over a couple times, had bad possessions, but we didn't. I think actually we turned it over another time, and they bobbled it down here. They had a chance to cut it to 3. But we just stayed the course. We made the next play, and we didn't worry about the previous play. We did.
Think about this. You've got a winning streak now, and you're going to the Benton Invitational, where you're going to see some really good competition over the course of the next week in the midwinter.
Yeah, it's a tremendous tournament, and I know the format's changed a little bit, so it's bracketed in 8 teams in 3 games. But and our guys don't understand it because they've never been a part of it. But to me, growing up and being in that tournament, that it doesn't get better than that as far as the midwinter tournament and just the teams that are there, the programs that have been there, the individual players that have been there. And we'll talk a lot about that as we prep for Monday. I want them to understand the tradition of what the BIT is and kind of the players that have been through there, the state championship teams that have gone through there, and I want our guys to enjoy it. But at the same time, we're going to win on Monday night and then prepare for the rest of the week.
49-41, the final score. Carterville.
A whole lot of downtime. We come right back at it on Monday, and we got a youth tournament this weekend at our place. It'll occupy most of Saturday and Sunday for our guys, and we'll get back in preparation for the Bobcats on Monday night at the BIT.
Heron Tigers knock off Harrisburg this evening at Heron. Carterville gets the win here tonight, 49-41. Coach Shane Hawkins, thank you, buddy.
All right, thanks, guys. Have a good weekend. We'll see you on Monday at Benton.
We will go on and take our final break, and we'll close out this broadcast here. Coming up on News Radio WJPF. Sorry, bud. God love him. Which in turn makes me happy.
Can you mind if I leave?
No, you're good.
Okay, I'm going to try to
Yeah.
get Daryl.
Watch your step there.
Almost. Oh, I'm so agile.
49-41, the final score at Murphysboro. Carterville picks up a huge conference win on the road this evening, and they improved their record to 9-8. They are 3-1 in conference. Murphysboro now 11-7 overall. They are 2-2 in conference. Congratulations to Braden Wakey, our player of the game here this evening, and thanks to Coach Shane Hawkins joining us for our coaches interview. Our Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating player of the game, brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating, keeping you comfortable no matter what the weather is, with punctual service, 5-star satisfaction, and experience from over 40 years in the business. It is Braden Wakey, our Charlie's player of the game. John and I will be back with you Monday night, 7:15 pregame show, as the Lions open play in the Benton Invitational Tournament. And tip-off is set for 7:30. For our producer engineer back at the studio, Brian, our